Hi everyone, this is Knowledge Topper, and in this particular video, we will understand how to answer to another very most important and common interview question that is asked by a lot of interviewer with respect to most of the job titles, and that is why do you want to leave your current job? So basically, if you are preparing for an important job interview, one question that you should always be prepared to answer is why you left your previous job. Okay, and this is a basic screening question that gives recruiters and hiring managers basically an idea of your personality and most importantly your work ethic. So there are some good reasons for leaving a job and there are bad reasons for leaving a job as well. Some reasons are beyond your control and others will look unfavorable on your application. Okay, so if you want to impress the hiring manager basically with your answers, here in this video I have some key pointers for you guys to keep in mind. Okay, let's start it. First of all, you will understand why interviewers want to know why you left your previous job. Okay, so first of all, you understand the purpose of asking this particular question. Basically, you should be applying for a new position, and while you are still at your current job, basically this will indicate to recruiters that you are seeking to improve your skills, your experience, your salary. Okay, however, sometimes this is not possible and you have to leave your job before you can apply for a new position at a different company. So hiring managers and recruiters see this as a potential red flag and will want to know why you left. So most of the time they are looking to find out if you were fired or if you quit because you simply got bored with your current position. Either way basically, and basically an unfavorable answer could like indicate that you are not trustworthy, or you will be a flaky employee. So here I have created some good reasons for leaving a job and some bad reasons for leaving a job. And talking about first point is that first we will discuss good reasons for leaving a job. So at number one we have you were laid off. Okay, like we all know that the outbreak of COVID-19 has had a major impact on the global economy and uh, uh, forcing thousands of businesses to conduct mass layoffs or face financial ruin. Okay, so basically being laid off is something that is usually beyond your control and is not seen as unfavorable on a job application. And if you have been laid off, be honest in your interview and do mention when and why you were laid off. The other reason, other good reason for leaving a job is that you can tell about your health reason. Okay, like if you have been seriously ill, you may have had to leave your job to attend to your health issues. Okay, so while some companies offer extended sick leave for special circumstances, and it is not always possible to retain your position if your illness extends too long. So in an interview, simply mention that you had to leave to attend to serious health issues and and that you have fully recovered. Then the third point is that your family circumstances, like you leave a job because of your family circumstances. Like there are many circumstances in which you may want to leave your job to attend to family issues. Like the reasons could be like to provide full-time care for a serious ill family member, or you got married and moved out of a state, or you can say that your partner got transferred to a different state. So or you can say as well that your position requires you to travel, okay, too often. And you also said that you decided not to return to work after maternity leave to be a full-time parent. Okay, so these are the possible reasons that you can include in family circumstances. And if you resign for any of the above reasons that I mentioned, uh, let your interview know why and for how long you were unemployed and why you are looking to start a new job. Then and at number four we have organizational restructuring. Like talking about if there have been massive changes to your working environment or your position, you may have valid reasons for resigning from your job. Okay, and while it is always best to apply for a job while you are working, so basically some changes cannot be weathered, and valid reasons to include in this particular answer is that you can say that you are being relocated to a different part of the country, or you can say that your company cannot afford to retain staff and your workload has increased beyond reasonable expectations. You can also said that you are required to travel more often, which is affecting your relationship or family life. So you can include these reasons in this particular point. Then the last one here, and that is career change. Now, if you are considering changing careers completely, okay, you may have to resign from your job to study full time, or develop the necessary skills for your new career. So it is important to relay this information in an interview when explaining why you left your job. So these are the possible good reasons for leaving a job that you can include in your answer. Now, talking about the bad reasons for leaving a job, uh, like if you leave your job for any reason that could be rationally avoided, any future job application could suffer because of your decisions, okay? And recruiters want to hire people who are level headed and trustworthy. Remember, always remember this point. uh, and now talking about basically the bad reasons, at number one we have you are fired. Now, if you are fired from your last job, you are responsible for the termination of your position, and this is not something recruiters want to see on a job application or here in an interview, okay? So whatever the reason for your dismissal, you should always be honest in an interview and explain why you were terminated. And in most cases recruiters will contact your former company for a character reference and to verify your employment history. So if you feel you have been wrongfully terminated, you have to mention this. Then uh, again, the second point is that you were arrested. And while every company basically is different, and many employment contracts can be terminated if the employee is arrested. And if you were terminated because of an arrest, this will be a major red flag on your job application. Always remember this point as well. And again, it is important to be honest about why you were terminated, okay? And like there are a lot of companies who conduct criminal record checks when you apply for a job, which is another reason to be upfront about your history, okay? The third point is that you were bored with your work. Now, if you quit your job because you were bored with your work, hiring managers will infer that you may do the same if they were to hire you, okay? Boredom is a sign of stagnation, which can be avoided by looking for ways to improve your skills, okay? And like taking on more responsibility and creating new business ideas for your department. Then last point is that you didn't like your boss. Well, I think that if I can share some research about this particular point, a recent survey indicated that at least 76% of workers don't like their boss. Could you imagine that? And your boss has a role to play and the responsibility of driving productivity. Okay, so if you quit because you don't like your boss, you may come across as flaky and unable to handle stressful situations. At number five, we have the point is that you didn't want to work overtime. There are a lot of companies that have overtime policies and they're requiring employees to work after hours if necessary. So if you quit because you didn't want to work overtime, recruiters will infer that you avoid hard work and will look for someone else to fill the role. So these are the bad reasons for leaving a job. Apart from this, you can there are a lot of reasons, bad reasons as well. Like there is like office politics that exists in almost every workplace. And apart from this, there's a lot other things like you didn't want to do additional skills courses. And the most important thing, what to say in a job interview, okay? Basically, when you are asked about why you left your previous job, uh, first of all, always be honest with your answers and provide straightforward answers that are easy to understand, and avoid going into too much detail. By the time you have been asked to come in for an interview, the company will have done a thorough background check on your employment history and reference with from their end, okay? And in some cases, a criminal record check will also have been done. So make sure that you have given the interviewers the correct information that does not contradict their research. So that is all about why do you want to leave your current job. I hope you like today's video. If you like this video, thumbs up. Do subscribe to our channel Knowledge Topper, as well as like our Facebook page, and do join our Facebook group as well, where you find a lot of good material, not just related to these topics, but from other many important courses as well. So this is the video for all of you guys. Thank you so much, everyone. It's time to say bye bye.